Think about the last time you were scrolling. You are swimming in an endless stream of information, yet your brain feels entirely dormant. This is a sociological trend called collective stupidity. It isn't a comment on your IQ or how smart you are. It's a description of how we behave as a group. It happens when we stop questioning the stories we're told and trade our intellectual independence for the safety of the crowd. We have more access to data than any humans in history, but as the volume of information goes up, the act of deep reasoning is fading away. We are losing the ability to think for ourselves, often without even realizing that our own minds are being bypassed by the noise. Neuroscientist Daniel Levitin notes we process 5 times more information daily than just one generation ago. Our brains weren't built for this fire hose, so they take shortcuts. We accept a headline with 1,000 likes because social proof is faster than actual investigation. Marianne Wolf, a neuroscientist, argues we are a culture of skimmers. Our attention is constantly shattered as we jump from one thing to the next. Deep reasoning requires sustained attention. When that attention is constantly interrupted, the brain lacks the time it needs to move past a surface-level, knee-jerk reaction. The modern information environment is effectively optimized for speed, which makes it structurally difficult to engage in the slow process of deep thinking. This lack of attention isn't just a personal failing. It's a state that aligns with how many of our social and economic systems are built to function. Noam Chomsky described this as manufacturing consent. The idea is that if you can train a population to consume information without asking tough questions, they become much easier to manage. Historically, institutional structures have leaned into this. Teacher John Taylor Gatto argued that our school systems were originally designed to produce obedient workers who followed instructions, rather than independent free thinkers. Modern technology acts as an accelerant. Algorithms are built to reward instant outrage and quick engagement, which leaves very little room for careful reflection or nuance. Between the way we are taught and the tools we use, society often penalizes independent thought while rewarding those who simply fit in. But we can't just blame the schools or the algorithms. The hardest obstacle to clear thinking is actually happening inside our own heads. Real thinking is hard work. It forces you to admit you might be wrong. The psychologist Erich Fromm noted that many of us have a primal fear of being ostracized from our tribe for daring to think differently. We often make a trade. We give up the heavy burden of thinking for ourselves in exchange for the warm, cozy safety of being told what to believe. This is the root of collective stupidity. Part of us actually wants to surrender our freedom of thought to avoid the discomfort of standing alone. Reclaiming your mind is a personal responsibility. No government or algorithm is going to do it for you. Socrates championed the idea of intellectual humility, having the courage to admit when you don't know the answer. It's an invitation to stay curious and never stop asking questions. The first step is to ask better questions. Who benefits if I believe this is true? Or, what is the strongest possible argument against what I currently believe? Second, practice metacognition. It just means thinking about your own thinking. Become a detective in your own mind and try to find the actual reasons behind your beliefs. Third, stop trying to win arguments. Try to understand the other side so well that you can state their point of view better than they can. Finally, detach your identity from your ideas. Think of your opinions like clothes you can try on and change, rather than a permanent part of your skin.